Okay, welcome back. CoffeeIndependence.com. Continuing with the review of Driftaway Coffee and the final one of 4 that comes in your monthly subscription. Like I mentioned from the first, you do get your subscription box from Driftaway. Like I had mentioned, excellent small company. Take some time to smell the coffee. Again, I want to thank Driftaway Coffee for sending me these samples to give a review on, and once again thanking Chris inside our Facebook VIP group for asking for reviews on subscription-based coffees. So we'll continue to bring these to you as we go. So next up, Papua New Guinea. Again, every one of your monthly subscriptions will come with a card from the actual farmer and giving the story behind each one of them. Again, excellent. I love seeing this. I love hearing this. This one from Peru. I'm sorry, Papua. I'm getting confused. Plus, I've been drinking a lot of coffee. So, Papua New Guinea. Papua New Guinea is the largest coffee-producing province. This is a special lot from Congo. Coffee is made, or this farming is entirely from small shareholder farms, co-op together within a usually what you'll have in these variety or these regions, you'll have small farms that come together and they use like one processing plant for washing, or one specific place, again where you get the co-op. But this comes from again a single farmer co-op where they use the same washing facility as other farmers do in that particular region. Very common practice. But a little bit from the roaster here. As you can tell, their notes on here say milk chocolate, brown sugar, and butterscotch. Again, now this is also doing a classic roast. I'm going to have to do a little bit more research on where they come up with their particular verbiage on these, and that's okay. But classic roast usually, and again, I haven't opened this one yet, but typically that's just going to be a standard medium to light roasted coffee. This one is also a washed process as well, and again, coffee from Papua New Guinea. Every now and then I come across this as an offering from one of my suppliers that I get raw coffee from, and depending on the time of harvest and depending on the actual time of the year, getting PNG coffee is great. And if you have an opportunity in your monthly subscription, if you decide to use Driftaway, which I highly recommend to, you get I believe you get the option of choosing some of your regions that it comes from. This one just so happens to be a sample box. And like I had mentioned, in your sampler that comes each month in your from Driftaway, you will get a variety of roasts. You'll get a variety as far as the regions are concerned, and you'll get a variety of tastes that come in your monthly subscription. So just like the other ones, we will get going. Man, I can smell this one already. Boy, this smells fantastic too. Okay, so let's kind of jump right into this. Now, one thing, and I'll get it nice and close for you, or as close as possible, and sorry for my camera quality, but you will notice the overall size of these beans are very large. Again, very large size beans. Another common trait of a PNG bean, very large. In comparison to the previous ones, and I'm just going to bring it back real quick, the one from Brazil that we did. and just the overall size in comparison of the two beans here. And I hope you can get a little closer so you can get a good picture. Again, between the two, and these are little pea size, and these are much larger, again, in size. But anyways, back to our review. Can't wait to get this one going here. Again, excellent, excellent, excellent. Man, the flavor in that, once you first grind that up, man, this aroma that comes off of this coffee, again, another good telltale sign of fresh roasted coffee. And like I had mentioned in my previous ones, and I will continue to, I do use a simple filter online. Again, just something I've always done, something I'm used to doing when doing a pour over method. And like in the previous videos that I've done, the chemical reaction, one of the very first things that you see is the initial bubbling, and it continues to bubble. And those of you who do a pour over method, you know this is more visible. And the aroma coming off of this is excellent. I could see this as a good, like, after dinner cup of coffee right here. Just me personally. Okay, a little bit here. So back to, again, I give Driftaway here a ton of credit on how they've been able to capture information about the coffee, about the farm, about the people that do the actual producing, and they capture this in such a way. Again, any of you that enjoy a good story behind your coffee, Driftaway, again, fantastic work in doing this. Their passion comes through in their product, and you know, just an entire story that comes from them. Just fantastic work. Again, anyone who's looking for a monthly subscription of coffee, I'll have the links below the video here today. And again, a tremendous amount of credit to Driftaway for capturing the story behind the coffee, which is always fun. And again, like I've mentioned before, I do use the filter on there, and that's just simply the way that I do it. Okay. Again, you know this guy, my favorite coffee mug, or favorite coffee mug. And that smells great. And again, like I had mentioned also earlier about the roasting of it, where they are calling this a classic roast. I can see where that comes from. It is just a classic roast. It's not too dark, not too light. You know, again, I would prefer this coffee in the evening. I can already tell I haven't tasted it yet, but just me personally. But let's give it a run. Interesting, very interesting. Man, okay, so again, they're calling for the chocolate butterscotch. My initial pass by on this, I probably get more of the chocolate what they're calling milk chocolate. And then after a little bit, second, I would have to say that I do get a little bit of the brown sugar as well. Now I use, every morning, I use brown sugar for my wife's coffee that I make every morning. And I do a salted caramel latte for her in the morning. I just happen to prefer, when I do drink anything in my coffee, which is kind of rare, my favorite of all coffee is, when I do have to mix a milk or anything with it, is coffee from Taiwan. And they do a sea salt coffee. I'm looking forward to visiting there again this year and visiting some of the coffee friends back in, or over in Taiwan again. But I use brown sugar instead of regular sugar, just from a tasting perspective. Again, I don't always have milk and sugar in my coffee. I primarily just drink black or espresso, or I didn't mention these in the other videos, but my other favorite way of doing coffee is, for those of you who don't use one of these, the AeroPress. For if you have one or have never used one, my other favorite way for preparing coffee is right out of the AeroPress. Now I do make drip coffee every morning for everyone else in the house, but on special occasions I do prefer an AeroPress coffee as well. Typically it's going to be more of an espresso roast that I'll do for that, much more of a bold flavor. I do have my little espresso machine. I like my espresso, but straight black coffee is where I really prefer things to be. So as I'm wrapping this up from Driftaway, this is a really good coffee. And again, I could see like an after meal, an after dinner meal, or after dinner meal, having this cup of coffee. This is great, and not at the beginning of the day. Couldn't happen. Again, me personally, I could see this as a fantastic after dinner coffee. As far as the tasting notes in here, the milk chocolate, I have more of the brown sugar and chocolate that I happen to get out of it more than anything else. And again, after just enjoying a few sips of this, gosh, that's really good. Really good. In summary, out of all of our coffees, again, Driftaway, get all these guys back in here, my AeroPress. What you get in your monthly subscription is this guy. You will get 4 of your coffees in each subscription box. Okay, there will be 4 samples in there, and again, of great variety of coffee. You'll get a roasting card, I'll call it, for every single one. And again, it gives you the perfect, in my opinion, my humble opinion, the perfect thing for you to learn about where the coffee comes from, the farm, all of that stuff, the roasting notes, all of the information that you'd want to know about the farm themselves, the producer's story, and then again the roasting notes. Again, Driftaway Coffee. Again, this also comes in your subscription as well in the box, and it gives you the coffee the profiles here, the Fruit Classic, Balanced, and Bold. And like I had mentioned before, they were calling the PNG their Classic. So it's a medium roasted coffee, usually from South America, with a chocolatey or nutty note. And again, we've kind of covered almost every single one of these. We have covered every single one of these in our sampling. But again, they give you everything you need to know about the coffee as well too. They are calling this the Rise and Grind Kit. So once again, these are 4 single origin coffees in your kit belonging to the following taste profiles written on each coffee label. Through this kit, discover the unique tastes in coffee that can coffees can be based on where they are from and how they have been roasted. Once again, big shout out to Driftaway Coffee. They've done a fantastic job in bringing single origin coffee to your kitchen in a monthly subscription package, just like you see it here. And I want to give mega kudos to them for sending me these product samples and being able to put these little sample reviews together. And thank you all for subscribing to this channel. Down below will be links on where you can get Driftaway and the items that I use here to prepare the coffee. And again, big shout out to Chris in our VIP Facebook group for making this recommendation for a coffee subscription. If you have not signed up yet, please visit coffeeindependence.com and join our email list. It is just me that handles everything as far as our content is concerned, the articles, the site, the Facebook group. It is just me, so I don't have a big team of people helping me out with this. My wife does contribute every now and then to some things that go into the article writing, but for the most part it's just me, and again, the passion that I have for coffee. That'll be it for this review of Driftaway Coffee. Again, thank you Driftaway for sending this coffee sample, monthly subscription sample to us, and thank you Chris again inside our Facebook group. I hope you have found this review helpful, and if you have, please like and subscribe to my channel. I will be uploading a lot more coffee reviews. I have a lot of them done, just a matter of finishing up some editing, getting them on there. So thank you again Driftaway, coffeeindependence.com. Enjoy your coffee, and no one should drink crappy coffee.